You know, this is one of the most important and maybe least talked about aspects of marital wellness and health. And there are studies built upon studies upon studies. We can show you stacks of research that indicate how important it is to share a spiritual bond.
Yeah, because it has to do with your deepest core values, your mission, and your passion for life.
Right, and that's more than, you know, for example, just going to church. It has to do with whether going to church makes a difference in a relationship in your life.
Yeah, it's not so much the activities you engage in, while those can be really connecting. It's more about your journey inside.
Right, absolutely. And the research will make a distinction between whether you have this kind of an external sense of religiosity, is what they call it in the research.
That's more about activities.
Yeah, or whether it's internal, and it's something that it really is held deeply within you because you value it and because it's something that is sacred to you, not just because you're kind of going through the motions.
Yeah, and that being said, it's not always easy to be in sync with each other when it comes to marriage and spiritual intimacy. And even if we're both deeply committed to that, sometimes we're sort of out of step in how we're focusing on it right now and that kind of thing. So sometimes there's a little work involved.
Oh, yeah, there can be a lot of work. And you and I are very different when it comes to how we relate to God as individuals.
I do it actually the right way. Which is, which is very contemplative. I like time apart to just kind of ponder things and reflect and journal and pray, and that's really not your style.
Well, and when you say I do it the right way, I think part of you really does believe that. You're not just joking.
Yeah, I think part of me does.
You think, well, if I was really a spiritual being, I'd do the same thing.
But you have a much more intellectual style, and that's just another way of growing. You expand when it comes to an idea that really challenges you.
New insight or more theological discussion or what have you, and to ponder those kinds of questions.
But, you think you can grow in front of a computer with a commentary. That doesn't make any sense to me. But the truth is, understanding that we grow in different ways is a huge piece of spiritual intimacy for a couple.
So absolutely. Again, the researcher, it just makes it so clear. Spirituality is critically important to the well-being of a healthy, happy marriage.